Awesome. We are live, everyone. Thank you for being here. Let me make sure my microphone is set well. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good setting. So let me know if everyone can hear me. I'm going to, like I did before, plug in my stack mat and actually have my stack mat this time. Oh, I need to turn off my phone. That's what's going on. There we go. I'm going to plug into the stack mat and I need you guys to let me know if there's a crazy beep, 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 beep sound like we had last time. So let me know everyone can hear me. Awesome. People already talking in the chat. Thank you for that. Thank you for being here. It's great to see some of these people again. Nico Speed Cubing, Jordan, good to see you guys back again. Mackenzie, awesome to see you back. Okay. So yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me. And let's see here. Okay, I am going to plug in my stack mat. So here's a warning for those who have headphones on. Sometimes the stack mat can overtake the audio depending on some setting I can't figure out. So if you have headphones, turn them down. If you have speakers, turn them down a little bit. But I need you guys to let me know if you can hear this. So it's on right now. I'm going to test it. Boom. Okay. Could you guys hear that, or was it completely silent? So I'm going to wait a minute or two. While I'm doing this, let me know, you guys, if you got any gifts for Christmas, for Hanukkah. I believe it's Kwanzaa today, although I don't know anyone who actually celebrates that. No sound. Awesome, Mackenzie. Thank you. And my stack mat is working again. I'm wondering if it had to do with the battery. Like if the battery was causing it to not send the signal when I did that. So I put new batteries in. It's been working great. Okay, and today I'm going to be using my GAN X Infinity. So I have half bright shades on here. You can see the difference between the sort of full bright shades of the RS3 2020. So it's got a little bit darker red and blue. Also, if you can check the title, anyone notice anything different in the title? I'll give you guys about 8 seconds to figure that out. I don't know 8. I'm not going to count 8. However, it says Road to Sub-9. I did get a Sub-10 on Christmas Eve, and I'm going to have a video walking through that solve, just like I did yesterday, but it's going to be on New Year's. So the solve was 9.96, but it was a full step solve. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah, Gil, thank you for being here. So I really do like the V1. A couple reasons. One reason is that it has glossy plastic, but also the old tensiony system. So it's actually you can do an infinite amount of tensions on it. It's not just like 2 or different things like that. I do like some of the newer ones that have that lighter weight, because if I'm solving like 100, 200 solves, it's nice to have that lighter weight. But this is really nice. The V2 is fine, moldy chicken. But I like the slightly later weight of the V2 is nice, but I really like the V1. It's smooth and everything. Zenway, I was here. I'm gonna say how old I was, but I graduated high school in 2004, so I'll leave it at that. Jordan, yeah, CubeDB, it was great for going through the solve. So I'm going to be using that for my other solve. It'll release on New Year's with the Sub-10. Hopefully I get another Sub-10 today. And Duke of Cubes, benefit of half brights. Well, it's more just color preference. The orange is a little bit weird. I'll admit that. And the camera doesn't make it look any better. However, I do find that in lower light, I can look at this much nicer, much more easily than I can a full bright shade. So I think, when I'm looking at something like this, I can tell the difference in lower lighting. So when I have lower lighting, I make sure to grab this. Maybe you can hear my dog. And Mr. Warren is not here yet, so I'm a little afraid of that. And Baster, I don't think the community is actually small in India. There's a ton of people there and a ton of people in the community. So it's growing really fast. Okay. So I'm gonna do some solves. Jordan, I'm not 32, but you're not far away. And Tobias, real quick, is there any way to avoid parity? First off, remember, parity is one of the most incorrectly used terms in cubing. Parity means odd or even. So a 3x3 has all even parity. But you're talking about OLL and PLL parity. Really, no. OLL parity is when you have to switch 2 edges. So that's pairing it up. I guess you could switch that or fix that by not solving the final edges until you get to the last layer stage. But then you still have to do you often maybe an algorithm to flip some things around. PLL parity, that happens when because you don't know the centers. So it'll basically always happen until you get to the point when you can more easily see where the centers should be. And Toasty, are you asking, should you go to a competition if you average about 5 minutes and 43 seconds? 1000% yes. The slow, oh, my light's falling. My dog knocked over my light. There we go. So the slowest time you need for a competition is 10 minutes. So you've already beaten past the minimum. So 100% go. Don't worry about that. Let me adjust this lighting now. There we go. That should be a little bit better. I had some weights on the lights, but those weights got moved. So they're really cheap stands. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to do some solves. Let's turn on the timer. The dog that knocked it over is Mojo, which I've shown some pictures of Mojo. I don't know if I want to like remove the camera, but Mojo. He's licking his paw. Okay. I'm going to do some solves. I'm going to get going with this. I don't really worry about trying to get done really fast this time. I'm going to talk a little bit more because this is the final one of the year, and I am super excited about it. So yeah, my dog's at the door. Let's bring the camera up just a little bit, and there's Mojo at the door. Newt's probably going to be busting in any second. Newt, come here. Come here, Newt. And there she is also. Okay, back to the solves. You got to see how messy my office is right now. Let's get a good angle on this. Tighten the camera. Let's see, is this a good angle? That's a pretty good angle. Maybe turn a little bit more that way so you don't see all this trash over here. Okay. Igor, thoughts about intentionally DNFing bad official solves? Why can't they let people have fun? I'm wondering if you're saying why can't they let people have fun? Do you mean by DNFing bad solves is having fun with it? So okay. For those who don't know, there became a rule that you can't intentionally get a bad solve, and intentionally DNFing might be that. Now, it's kind of like finishing a solve that you just think is bad. So I think I've seen Felix do it before as well, but like Sarah Strong's really guilty of it. And the idea is that there's often a lot of people on a wait list, really just wanting to do a competition. And if you're purposely doing bad solves, there's one person, Rami Spahi, he like did one where he got up from the desk. It's on YouTube, I think, and started walking around and making noise. Like it was just way over the top. And people are trying to actually compete. And so it's more of just out of respect for everyone, all the other competitors there. And Seth, I am married. April has been on a couple of the live streams. Actually, the video on Saturday, you can hear her voice in there. I put a little closed captioning. Okay, let's get some solves. And this has a pretty good start, actually. Wait, where is this red? There we go. Yep, using actual stack mat. Got the stack mat to work. Daniel Silva. So I've been cubing since the 40th anniversary Google Doodle. I really started getting into speed solving later that year. And then about a year and a half after that is when I hit my first ever sub-10. And I was like, I was good. And I kind of stopped. I started to learn a lot of other things. And Seth, do I think big comps will pop back up in the US? Also, people, if you're talking to me, do what Seth just did and did at SpeedCube Review. Because when you do at SpeedCube Review, it highlights it so I can see it much faster. Or Super Chat. Wait, did I turn on Super Chat? I think I did. Let's see here. I did. But yeah, they definitely will. You know, hopefully if people start taking some masks seriously and all that. Ghost Cuber, yes, I know full CMLL. I learned it in a day, although I started relearning some algorithms after that because I knew there were better ones. I'll have a video coming out before the new year of all my CML algorithms and executions. There's some really fun ones, and soon cases for CMLL are super easy, actually, so it's really nice. Might be also good for if someone wants to learn CFCE method, which is you solve the corners and then the edges. It's kind of like a mix between CFOP and Roux, I guess. And Harry Potts. This is the GAN X Infinity with my half bright shades. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more solves, so I apologize if I miss your question. I apologize if that was loud, too. I have none of my cameras, or my microphone isn't connected to my desk, so hopefully it's not loud there. Tobias, who's my favorite cubing YouTuber? Oh, geez. Okay, so the first person I ever watched was, shoot, what was his name? His real name's Brandon. I can't remember. He did like really kind of energetic videos. He got actually he's the one behind the meme of like last layer skip, I need to watch that again or something like that. But he got me excited about speed cubing, so I do appreciate his work. He got a little more hate than I think he deserves. And UCuber 2 was my old student, so those are some old timers that were up there. But I just talked with Tingman on Zoom a couple days ago, and he's a great guy. I really appreciate him. Call of cubes. What's the most important thing about reviewing a cube? So I would say the most important thing is being honest. So knowing what your limits are of what you know, and just being honest about it. I feel like some people they're starting out and they try to like fake solves. They do some things and talk as if they're a sub-10 solver. Talk about what you know with it. So if you are a 30-second solver, review it like a 30-second solver, because there's a lot of people watching who are in the same boat and would like to know that with it. Moldy Chicken, how do I solve while recording? I do get nervous in front of people, but I found I think playing violin and performing for over 2 decades has gotten my nerves a little bit more calm. So just practice with that. And Krishman, is full OLL important after learning F2L? 100%. Don't avoid learning new things. I think some people avoid learning OLL or PLL because they want to, like, they think that, you know, I only need to learn this. But why stop yourself? Why stop yourself from learning new things? Oh, yes, Xavier, me, myself, and Pi. That's a person who really got me going. So I do appreciate his work. And Ronald, tips to improve F2L. Check my F2L video. I'll put it on here. F2L. There's an advanced F2L video. And yeah, for people, thank you for putting at SpeedQBView. That way I know you're asking me directly a question. And Jordan, I don't really have a main. I've been using this one lately because I've been having some good times again with my Infinity GAN X. Lastly, before I do some more solves, Amen, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Sorry, Jabber. Do you think it's fine to learn beginner OLL? If you mean 2-look OLL, 100%, because all the algs you'll do for 2-look are the same algs you'll do for 1-look. They just solve a different case. So 100% you should learn them. Where is this other piece? There we go. Oh my God. Blanked out on that alg. Krishman, can I upload advanced Roux? I will. So again, I put a little caveat at the beginning of it that I'm not like a 6-second solver. And the video is an overview of some of the next things you should be doing. And then I also link to Keen Mansour's YouTube channel because he's got more detail and more videos on that. So it's advanced for as far as I've gone. Cube Kamal, is there in Roux is another set of algorithms except not COLL. Remember, Roux doesn't use COLL. Roux uses CMLL. Some things like EOLR, which we'll have a video on, you can think of algs, but don't think of algs. It's almost all intuitive. If you want to go next step with algs, you could learn CMLL EO or Pinkie Pie, but that's like hundreds of algorithms. Next decuber, what games do I play now? Ooh, this is a good first block here. So if do this scramble if you want a good first block, and even if you do CFOP. I've been doing just a lot of like Mario Maker and Mario 35. Ah, that was a good one. That was a real good one. CMLL does not equal COLL. Not at all, Angstrom. So here's why. Here's why. So for a good example, this here, let me try to set up a case. What would be a good example? No, that's not the case I want to look up. Here, I know what I'll do. I'll do like this. Okay, so this case right here, for COLL, to solve this, you would have to do this alg, which is something like that. But for CMLL, all you have to do is frouf. Corner solved, all done. That's all it is. Okay, let me finish solving this. And also, you don't want to solve the D edges like that, because that's going to be a lot of excessive moves. And Divyanshu, I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly. Is it worth to learn Roux, or should I improve CFOP? I think it's fun to learn all the different methods, and honestly, learning Roux has improved my CFOP because of the block building. And just a cuber. I don't think cubes like break or run out, so I think your cube is fine. But here's my budget comparison. Some solves. Man, I really like this last one. That was a good one. MJ cubes. Why? Oh, sorry. Peter, how do I do these overlays? So this from CS Timer, and I'm using a color and then green screening it out with the program OBS. So OBS is what's doing all of this basically, and I have green screens and 2 cameras on my computer and a webcam. MJ cubes. Why does no one really use Petrus anymore? And I think part of it is just other things took over and CFOP got really popular. And people just say, it's not great. There are issues with it. There are flaws, but there's flaws in CFOP as well. So it's just something that became a joke. I don't think it's going to take over. I think there are a lot of flaws in it, but yeah, it basically what I just said. Into Vino, how much does shipping cost to India? So I'm not a shop, but if you go to something like SpeedCube Shop, shipping depends on your item, the weight, the size. SpeedCube Shop doesn't like randomly tell you the price. It's based on the products you buy, and then DHL or the companies process that. So you'd have to place some items in your cart and figure out. Cube Kamal, what do Roux solvers think of CFOP solvers? Well, I am a CFOP solver as well. I think it's hard to really say what people fully think, because I think a lot of what people say is just a joke, right? Like, it's people make fun of one method or the other, but it's often a joke that people are saying. And so, like, when Keen Mansour got the world record for one-handed, there became this whole revolution. And then, like, a couple weeks later, Max Park got a CFOP one-handed world record. And then they're like Felix and Max, they posted a picture and stuff like that. Tobias, that's all being hidden. So just watch out for that. Jordan, yeah, Mr. One is getting a loan. How does Petrus work? Nikita. So I have a Petrus video. Let's see if I have it. I don't have it saved here. But it's, you build a 2x2x3 block. You build a block here, then you orient the edges, and then you solve the final part. So there's a couple of rotations built in, but then it's very fluid at the end because you have everything oriented. And someone asked, oh, there he goes. Daniel Rossman. For Roux, I am color neutral with YX2, meaning white or yellow on top, any color in front. CFOP, full color neutral. Someone asked, oh, there we go. Kupar, how do you get started with color neutral? I have a video on 5 tips for becoming color neutral. Definitely search that on the channel. It's totally worth it to be color neutral. And those are the tips I go through about how to do it. Enrique, Merry Christmas. For everyone else, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy Saturnalia. Okay, I'm going to do a solve here. Oh, okay, I'm going to do CFOP. 3 cross edges solved. Everyone else, do CFOP with me. Nope. There we go. Random CFOP solve. Mr. Warren is here. What? I know. The fear is going to be realized. Daniel Silva, how do I memorize full OLL? And Alex Johnson, is it competition legal to use multiple methods? You could use whatever methods you want. So yeah, they don't track what methods, and you can use any method you want. You can make up your own method and use that. For Daniel, how do you memorize full OLL? Look at similar algs. So if you go to speedcubereview.com, there's a section for algorithms. And if you click OLL, there's a little button towards the top that says groups of OLLs. And I grouped a lot of the similar ones together, like ones that use F sexy move, F prime. Like there's 5 different OLL cases that are just F with a variation of sexy move. There's ones that are the same alg inverted. So you could solve 4 cases with 1 alg. So look at groups. That's much more easier. The little artist. What method did the world record use? Technically, Petrus. Really, he was a CFOP solver. But if you want to be technical, he could have accidentally done a Petrus solve. Okay. And right now I'm using the GAN X Infinity with my half bright shades and purple magnets. Or magnet capsules. Okay, where is that piece? Okay. Oh, God. Oh, that could have been a really good one. Chandra Bran Mishra. I apologize for that mispronunciation. I have played chess. I have not in a long time. So I don't have any strategies. I don't really know what the best format to do. If I did play it, I'd start really working on that again. X Mistroid. Also, real quick, again, if you want to post like me a direct question, do like what some people are doing, put at SpeedCubeReview. That way I see it because it gets highlighted on that part. There's no great perfect 4x4. I like using the mini YJ1. It's 56 millimeters. So it's going to be the exact same size as this GAN X right here. And XD Cuber, do I use Roux for OH? I actually haven't practiced it too much. I might in the future. And Vishal, does Controlius Loop slow down cubes? Yes, and it's now called, it's either Cosmos or Comet. I think it's Cosmos. It's now called Cosmos. They changed the name of it. Ooh, this is a good start. Okay. And then, nope, wait, what am I doing? Where is this piece? Well, that messed up that solve. Awful, awful solve there. Bavnasi, pronounce your username. Okay. What little artist? What is the world record using beginner method? I have no idea. I'm sure, you know, people technically could have been sub 10 with skips and things like that, but you just go to a high move count, so it's really hard to say. And exactly what is beginner method? There's a few different variations on what that could be. Daniel, do I know Sean Patrick Villanueva? Never talked to him. I'm sure I've seen his content for sure. I'm sure he might have seen mine. So it's maybe we've YouTube met before. Shamida. Oh no, Shamida. After learning beginner, would you recommend CFOP or Roux? Most beginner methods are like a step into. Oh, this is good for green start. Are a step into CFOP. I would suggest learning both, but where is the blue edge? Okay. Yeah, I would suggest learning both, but whatever interests the person, they could definitely better. They definitely could, you know, do great doing either one. It's kind of like your cube. Your cube doesn't matter so much, but whatever makes you more excited and want to practice more. Mr. Warren, welcome. Yeah, take care of Pennsylvania champs. When is that? I know Michigan's not really doing anything right now. So it's nice to see Pennsylvania's doing something. Jai Prakash. Oh, I have to apologize every time it's pronounced. How long does it take to learn Verra CFOP? 1 day. That's really all it takes. Mastering it, I don't know if you ever consider there being a mastery that could take years or decades. I don't know. It's kind of like how long does it take to learn violin? Technically a day, but you know, then you spend decades practicing it. Maximilian, I don't know any specific German European shops, so I wouldn't be able to answer that. Philip, a question about your RS3 2020. For some reason, it became very loose, even though I have it on quite tight tensions. Check the tensions, check the blue part. And then also, if the screw's coming loose, I have a video where I talk about, there's a way, I do super cheap fix for that you probably could do like right now. So if your screws are coming loose, but check the blue part, I guess. Bhavna, I've not been to India. PB average of 5, I have no clue. XD Cuber, I don't keep track of that. And into Vino, I am using the GAN X Infinity that I put half bright shades on. God, my dogs are being so crazy. I'm so sorry if my wife has to deal with them right now. Nope. There we go. Got stuck a couple times. Little artist. I started during the 40th anniversary Google Doodle. And you can still find the Google Doodle online. That is fun to say, Google Doodle. Everyone say Google Doodle. Mr. Warren, I don't have a I don't have a rent. I have a mortgage. So the answer is 0. Save. I have 2 dogs and a cat. And Shmita, there is no best budget 3x3. However, I do have a video going through a lot of budget ones, which I'll post in the chat right now. Ooh, okay, this is a good start. Didn't like that end of the block. I think that ruined things for this solve. But my times are better right now. I mean, right now I have an average of 5, 13.28 with only doing 12 solves. So I'm pretty happy with that. Infinite Cubing, what do you do when you hit 100 subscribers? You keep doing what you do. Kieran, should you get a Tingyun V1 and RS3 2020? Both are good. The RS3 has tension settings. The Tingyun does not, but the Tingyun's much quieter. So it's kind of what you're looking for. Danny Rossman, 4 dogs and a hamster. What is your hamster's name? I had a hamster when I was younger. I don't remember the hamster's name, though. I remember my hermit crab's names. They were Herbie and Kirby. Why those names? I have no clue. CuberQ, thank you. I appreciate that. Nico, I don't know what my next competition is going to be. I have not been competing for a little bit. I mean, well, there's been nothing around here, so that's kind of the big problem. Just too many spammed U and M moves. Bravo, what's it like going to a comp? Oh, it's so great. It's so much fun because you're not really going to compete with other people. You're going to meet the community, and everyone is there for the same reason. It's so open and great, and everyone it's a lot of fun to go there. If there's a competition, go to it right away. It doesn't matter your times. You could be solving in 9 minutes, and it's great. Little Artist, check my budget comparison. I've posted a couple times in the chat for what is a good cube under $20. Duke of Cubes. It honestly, okay. So Duke Cubes just mentioned how gave up on trying Roux a couple times. I did it for like a month, and honestly, it was one of the most frustrating months, and I didn't really like the process. And then when I went back to it, I had to ignore my times for a few months. And I go back and forth of really loving it and then getting frustrated because since it's intuitive, you can get some really bad solves randomly because the intuitive nature of it kind of gets your brain locked up and you seem to forget some stuff. So, but it's learning, it's fun. And honestly, it's helped my CFOP. So as long as you're not like, oh, I have to get the best cubing I can in the next 3 weeks or else I'll never cube again. I don't know. Enjoy the process of it. You'll learn some new things, and in the end, it's going to be great. Oh, Jordan, yeah, I plan on playing electric violin, but I didn't set it up. So maybe after I'm done, give me like 5 minutes and I'll set up my electric violin. That's what I did plan on doing, and I forgot to set it up. But it's my electric violin's over there, my amp's over here, my pedal is also over there. So I just need 5 minutes to set it up. And Call of Cubes, why the name Speed Cube Review? So I had or I still have a website called Violin String Review. And from there, I was like, well, why don't I just also make a thing about cubes? And so I just basically copied the name. Oh, no. There we go. That's not great. Little Artist. I don't know what my record is for 3x3. I delete all my times. I know there's been things 7 seconds, 6 seconds, somewhere around there. I don't know. Jordan, same thing. Currently, I guess my average of 5 in this is 13.28 and average of 12, 14.21. Cubes Made Easy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah. What cubes to design next? Man, I've got a bunch of ideas floating in my head, but I don't know how to start them. Like what the best thing to do is, or what the easiest way to start it. Okay, I got a good blue start here. Oh no, need to reset the timer. Man, if I go back to CFOP, I'm gonna be doing CMLLs accidentally so much. The little artist, if I ever solved a 19 by 19, I've solved 17 by 17. Don't want to do it again. 19 by 19 won't really be any more difficult, just be more tedious. Vika, is the GAN Air SM 2019 worth in 2020? I say get the GAN X version 1, which came out before then, because that's what I'm using right now. Color cubes, is there color neutrality in Roux? There are some people that are completely color neutral, but most top solvers are what's called X2Y color neutral, meaning white or yellow on top, which is X2, and then Y color neutral, which is any color in front. So that's what you should do, because any block, so I don't have one here, but if there is any pair made anywhere, you could use it for your first block. What am I doing? That was bad. Whoa, I'm doing something wrong. Purposeful DNF. That was, I did a CMLL wrong. I was thinking about something and I just lost track of everything what my mind was doing. That's what I meant to do. Okay. Let's just fix that, take that away. Okay, now we're back. Jason, thoughts on the Geiger cube? I have it. The magnets need to be glued in, or else it's a really annoying puzzle. So, but it works well. I've never had issues with mine, but I heard a lot of people say their cube just stops working after a while. XD Cuber, yeah, I do 5x5. I have some videos on it. I've done it at competitions. That's kind of the extent of what I'll do at competitions, but I don't practice it ever, really. And N-Humph one, how's your Christmas? It was good. It was relaxing. Didn't really do too much. Just enjoyed the day. Man, how am I going to start this? Okay, I see what I'm going to do. But where is that? Okay. Back on track. There we go. RS3M. Yeah, RS3M is a great cube, KMS Cuber. The 2020 version has adjustment settings, which it's the cheapest puzzle that has spring adjustment settings, the elasticity settings, which is what I call them. And Philip, are magnets necessary for 2x2? I like the feeling of it. I like the feeling of magnets in a 2x2. Is it necessary? Depends on who you are, I guess. I certainly enjoy them. There we go. Just going for more sub-15s, but I did get a 10.58 earlier today in the stream, which was nice. And I don't think I'll start streaming on Twitch, or at least I have no plans on it, because I don't want to start I don't want to start like spreading way too far out. I might, it might be beneficial for me to stream on Twitch, but then I might have to start getting a schedule, and it's too much. Like, actually, this is gonna be my last YouTube stream for a little while. And Danielle Silva, I do a mix between either Ortega or CLL, depending on what looks good. But my CLL algs are just CMLL algs, which are not great. Whew. XDcuber, this is not my main. I don't really have a main. It's just the one I'm liking using right now. This is the GAN Infinity. Okay. I am Andy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, let me know if I can help you with anything else. And QPAR, yeah, I think it's totally worth getting the Zhilong Mini M series from YJ. They're fun to use. And I like mini puzzles. Where is this other piece? There we go. That was probably a better way of doing that. Do you answer my last question, Jordan? I don't know what your last question was, Jordan. I apologize for not seeing it. Kieran, can I review the Diane Megaminx V2? I believe I already have it coming in. Megaminx isn't something I really enjoy doing, so I kind of think a little bit about those reviews. I'm not super excited or urgent to do them. Mr. Warren, it is not too late for song request. I'm going to plug in my electric, so it's going to take me a few minutes to set it up because I forgot to set it up beforehand. But this stream's going long. I mean, right now I'm only 18 solves in, and it's been like 40 minutes. So I need to talk less, solve more. Because, yeah, I'm taking way too long right now. But my averages are getting much better. Jordan, how do I keep my cubes from getting dusty on the shelves? They get dusty on the shelves. I have to just dust them once in a while. Raul, if you get a PB from your stream scramble, does it count? I'd say so, but it depends on what you think counts. Some people don't think anything counts unless it's at a competition. Awesome SS Cuber. Blind is fun. I want to get back into that a little bit more. That was definitely not the best way of doing that thing. Or this. This is not a great solve. Wait, what's going on here? There we go. Not a great solve. I don't think there is a best cube under $50. Any of the cubes really out there can get you at the same times. And for people, if you want to write me a direct question, please put at speak review. That way it highlights it for me. And XT Humor, what lube do I recommend? The one thing I say a lot about lubrication is it's about what you want to change about your puzzle. So some things are very neutral, like Nebula, I feel you can do a lot of different things with. But something like Cosmos will do a really good job at slowing down your puzzle if you want specifically that thing to be done. So something like Cosmos is always good, but Nebula is a little more neutral. And I kind of said there's no best cube under $50. Raul, CFOP is not better than Roux, but Roux is also not better than CFOP. So I wouldn't ever try to like figure that specific thing out. Okay, I'm going to try to solve much faster. Well, obviously, but I'm going to try to just do more solves. Bacon is the best. Is Mara lube good? Yeah, it's definitely a great lube. Nothing else on the market compares to it. but it has its purpose. It dries out very fast. It's very thin. So after a while, you do need to clean with it because it leaves a residue behind. But if you need just a burst of speed, something in a big cube or for one-handed, it's definitely worth it. I've got a couple of big bottles of it. Evan, my favorite event is FMC. My least was feet, but it's no longer event. So maybe clock. Oh, I'm not finding a good start here. This one isn't bad. Yeah, that definitely wasn't a bad one. KMS, who's my favorite cuber? I don't really have one. I've talked to Felix a bit. He's really nice. Matt's Volk is really nice as well. He doesn't talk as much online, but great guy. Had some lunch with him last year. He paid for my Subway. I was going to pay for his too. I was like, oh, I get to pay for Matt's Volk's food and they pays for mine. I'm like, well, shoot. Oh, wait. Oh, lost track of what I was doing. A cuber called Naomi. I am color neutral. I am color neutral fully on CFOP, X2Y color neutral on Roux, which is, I would say, a better option than full color neutral on Roux. Although there has been a couple scrambles that, you know, it's just X2Y doesn't quite work because you have a full block made instead of a pair. And I do have the big sale, but I'm not going to do a solve in it. I already did some solves in it in a different video, so check that one out for sure. Stacks, the Monster Go, I do like it. I really think it's one of the best GAN cubes out on the market, but I only would suggest getting something with magnets in it. I'm not a big fan of non-magnetic puzzles after using magnetic ones for such a long time. Nah, not great. Yeah, Matt's Volk definitely still cubes. Nico, I don't know if it was you. Somebody wrote me and was like, why is he not doing anything? And I checked and I was like, well, he did a few competitions already this year. He has posted some stuff online. Just like Felix, though, he's kind of an adult and he is an adult and he's got jobs and other things because cubing doesn't pay for everything. Anish, I've only done 24 solves. I need to go much faster, especially if I'm going to be playing a little bit of a concert at the end with my electric violin. Whoa, what is going on? Why am I so lost right now? There we go. Not great. Oliver, my pet's names are Mojo. He's the old dog. Delia is an old cat. And then Nutella, we just call her Newt, is the new dog to the family. And SS Cuber, the only competitions I've done online are like cubing time, something like that. I don't know if there's been official WCA online comps. And Latifa, which better, the RS4M and the MGC? Neither. Honestly, between those two, neither. I'd say get the Maylong or the YJ4x4. But I feel like the RS4 and the MGC get way more credit than I think they deserve, in my opinion. And Jan, what's the best magnet for 2x2? That depends on the 2x2. They're all different, so you can't just say one magnet for one 2x2, really. Oh no. Oh, geez, that was like, what, a 2-move? Last 6 edges? Cubicodneomi. Yeah, I do know two-set violin, not personally, but when they first started, they were great. Then they started directing their videos instead of for like violinists and string players, more just towards the general public, which is fine, but not really for me. Messed up the scramble. Yeah, I really messed it up. I gotta solve this real quick because I'm not gonna do an incorrect scramble when I could do all the correct ones. There is a winter variation. Okay. Oh, Jordan, hopefully everything's okay. Thank you for being here for what you can, but everything, make sure it's okay. Palash, lubing is not necessary for cubes. Lube basically adjusts the cube to feel however you want. If you do like 10,000 sols without lubrication, nothing bad's going to happen to the cube. And if anything, it's going to just slow down in time, but you clean it and it's back to speed. Lube is often to change the feeling and to slow it down. And XD Cuber, yes, I have a couple students who cube. Philip is planning on magnetizing a Tanglong. Yeah, Tanglong's an older puzzle, and I really like that stability of it. So I'd say check it out. I mean, if you like the puzzle, definitely magnetize it. Don't avoid magnetizing something. Ugh. Floppy Toppy, is there a reason to use Roux instead of CFOP? Move count is the big thing. CFOP can average around 60 moves. Roux can average around 45. I don't know the exact numbers from what like speed solving wiki says, but Roux count. Plus, if you don't want to learn a lot of algorithms like top solving, Roux solvers, we'll know like 42 algs for CMLL. CFOP, it's about 80, 81? No, 70, I don't remember, 57 plus 20, 78. But Danielle, shaking hands, of course, will affect cube solves because you want to be as calm and focused as possible. Speaking of calm and focused. My average is so much better than it was just a few weeks ago, which is making me really think about continuing Roux after the new year, but I definitely am going to change it up a little bit. Maybe I'll go back to Roux afterwards. Javor 23, what method do I use for FMC? So the trick to FMC is using no methods. Not only do you not need a specific method, but you actually don't even want to, you don't want to even really use many algs, if algs at all. So that's one thing people get sometimes confused about with FMC. You don't need to know algorithms, and you don't want to stick to a method. Now, with that said, doing domino reduction like right away has been a popular thing with a lot of the top solvers. I find it a little bit boring to do that. And it's hard to say if that legit is better because a lot of things that happen, Matthew, that just got completely hidden. So don't spam. Because it's the top solvers doing it. So they might also get those times with other things. You might save a few moves. But yeah, don't stick to a method. Music Guts. No, I do not think the RS3M is overrated at all. It's a fantastic puzzle for a really cheap price. Okay, this could be good. I need to figure out how to set this up, though. Nope. What did I do there? Oh, that's what happened. Shoot. Never mind. Can't be good. Jordan, how to do a J-perm. So there's a couple ways to do the F prime move, but there should be no regrips. So what I like to do is with my thumb, push for the F prime. I do J-perm with my left hand as well, but instead of using my thumb, I'll use my left hand finger to push like that. Whoop. It's been a while since I've done my left-handed one. Nope, I will not solve with beginner method right now, because here's what my assumption is when people say, how fast can you solve with beginner method? I want to see is people want an excuse to not learn new things. And they think, okay, well, if one person can solve, under 10 seconds with beginner method, well, it's going to take them years to get to that point. And if it's going to take you years to get to that point, why not just actually learn to be better and more efficient than just trying to push like an inefficient method of solving? Palash, do you think Roux can get as fast as a CFOP OH? I don't know if you remember, Roux held the world record for OH just a couple years ago. So not only can it be as fast, but faster for sure, because it's literally held the world record at a time. So, and I think it's still like second in the world for the world record. Okay, get some more solves. Where's that one corner? There it is. Nope. What did I do? Where is that edge? Now this is a bad solve. Two bad solves in a row. Boo. There goes this current average right here. How do you do M moose Roux H? You put on the table and use the table to help support for Roux. That's how you do Roux OH. Drop the cube early. Bacon, what do you think is Maru's speed? Oh, Maru is super duper thin. It's probably the thinnest lube on the market of any company anywhere, and it can make it a really quick burst of speed. And Humph, which event do you expect to remove from the WCA next? Well, I don't think things need to take its spot. Clock might, but it certainly has popularity right now. So if anything, I think that would be it. If anything to replace it, I would love to see mirror blocks, but I don't know if that would be. Gear Q might be something that might take its place, but I don't know. There hasn't really been much talk that I've heard about that. Nico, what method is better for OH? I know some people that are CFOP solvers and then learned Roux only for OH. Some people still say ZZ is better. However, the inspection is really difficult. But I think it was, shoot, I'm drawing a blank. Really good big blind solver. I know him. I talked to him. My brain's just drawing a blank. He does Twitch streaming a lot. Anyways, yeah. He, I think, switched to Roux just for OH. I want to get the average 100 under 15, because I've done that before. Marlube, if anything, is thinner than Lunar, even. but dries out very fast because it's water-based and not silicone-based. There's nothing like Maru on the market. But yeah, it dries up very fast. There we go. Did the wrong thing. Nope. Ah, another bad one. Cubing Ninja, Roux solved in 4x4. So I don't know Mayer method. That was what Roux would be on 4x4. So maybe I'll learn that at some point. But Stanley Chapel, Sporting Cube, thank you. Yes, Stanley Chapel is who I was talking about. I get so bad at names sometimes. At least I think he learned Roux for OH. I saw him do Roux OH, so I'm assuming that. And do I play any other instrument? So I have a master's degree in viola and a bachelor of education on the violin, but because my degree is in education, I had to learn how to play the trumpet, the trombone, the tuba euphonium, the clarinet, the saxophone, the flute, piano, guitar, all those things, just so I could teach it at least at a middle school or even high school level. XDCuber, what method I do in 4x4? I use Hoya. I used to do Yao, and then I learned Hoya, and I find it much, much better. So I'd suggest everyone learn Hoya, at least to check it out. I know Just Keep Cubing learned it just to check it out, and she's like, I'm happy I learned it. I won't be sticking with it. So, you know, always good to just at least check it out. As long as I can average under 15, yeah, I'm good. John McWilliams, do I own any keyboards since I don't think I do. I mean, I guess one of my keyboards could technically be it if I plug it in with MIDI controls. Jordan, what is Traxxas Lube used for? Traxxas Lube is just silicone lubrication that's normally used for RC cars. So it's basically what a lot of shops will base their lubrication off of, but often they'll also have something else that they do specifically with it. No, that's technically a DNF. Floppy Toppy, how do the last 6 edges work? Let me know what you're confused about with the last 6 edges. So real quick, I'll just kind of mix these up. So basically you set things up to have 4 edges out of place. So you can insert this, you can solve 4 edges by doing M'(UM). So if you have 2 edges out of place, you do M'(UM) to set it up and then solve them. And then you solve whatever's on the left and right. So I need red and orange here. And then you just solve the M layer. And I did this one faster than I do in the tutorial, but go to the tutorial and let me know there what you might have some questions on. The Cubing Ninja, what was my main 3x3 before I was sponsored? Well, to let some people know again, I turned down sponsorship for years. And being sponsored doesn't mean I have a main cube. So again, even then, I just used whatever I felt worked at the time. So in competitions, I've used like the mini Ao100 or the what are some of the other ones? I believe I use like the GTS version 1 or the Valk 3, things like that. So just whatever felt good at the time. Ben Berger, any tips on improving your time with Roux? The big thing is just be efficient. So, you know, I'm not great. I'm guilty of not being completely efficient a lot of the times. However, it's really important to just try to be as efficient as you can. So don't worry about your times. Just worry about doing few moves and not doing excessive moves like that. Did I just not reset my timer? Okay. So if you check my video from yesterday, I walked through a solve and I made some mistakes, but it was still like a sub 50 move solve. From Enrique, is the MGC better than the Keelan? Keelan version 2, I think, is a great puzzle. MGC has a lot of adjustment settings. They're very different feeling cubes. I don't, you know, you can get the same times on each, so it depends on if you want those adjustment settings or if you want the Keelan V2, if you want really smooth and tiled pieces. In XD Cube, I don't have I guess, a main method. Right now I'm doing mainly Roux because that's what I'm working on. And the Cubing Ninja, this is CS timer all throughout here. This is just CS timer. Yep, I didn't hit the timer. So I'll do the solve differently this time. Actually, I probably could have done it this way. Anyways, so we'll see. Let's see here. Speed Cuber, Menev. This is the GAN X Infinity that I've put half bright shades on. Purple magnet capsules and primary internals. This cube is not able to get purchased anymore because they stopped making it infinity cubes in this plastic. Where is the green edge? Oh my god. There we go. I didn't reset the timer again. You guys need to tell me to reset my timer. It's going to hit next scramble, so I don't do the same one. Oh, this stream is going so much longer, and I know it would, but I just forget. I'm only 38 solves in. Our Roux, is YJ and Moy the same company? Fun story. So YJ is the parent company. Moyu was created as a branch of YJ. And then at one point, for, I'm going to just say family issues, they split. And now they're two separate companies. You can tell exactly when, because that's when Moyu came out with their budget line, the Mofeng Jiaoxi line. And that's when YJ started coming out with nicer puzzles, like the MGC line. So Juka cubes for M moves. I like using my ring finger to push, or the tip of my ring finger this way. So two fingers be ring middle, like that. Some people say it's better to push underneath instead of flicking. I never really found a way to do that comfortably. Wait, there we go. Another good last 6 edges. Philip, is Traxxas 30K good? Any lube, any like Traxxas, any silicone lube can be good. The problem with stuff like that is, like, I've gotten a bunch of that different stuff, and I've never really found exactly the best way to work with it. So any loop can be good depending on what you experiment with it. Enrique, do some ZZ method, bro. Yep, I have a whole tutorial on it, and I did a bunch of time with ZZ. It's a really nice method. So check my tutorial out. Oh, shoot. There we go. James, what's my favorite world record solve? I don't know. I want to say Keaton Ellis's world record solve because it wasn't a world record. Since later that day, Lucas Edders got a world record. I feel so bad about that. And let's see here. This cube right here is the GAN X Infinity. What is my favorite method? Someone asked that. I lost where that was. Oh, speed cube Reminisce. I like doing ZZ honestly a lot because once you get past the first part, it flows so incredibly nicely that it's just a lot of fun to do. Plus, it got me my third in North America FMC solve, which was silly. How do I want to do this? I think... Wait, where? There we go. Anish, I'm at 42 solves. I'm going to try to solve a little bit faster. I did so much talking at the beginning. Am I out of coffee? Yeah, I'm out of coffee. Tobias, why did I put slow chat on? So people don't spam. It's actually not a super big slow chat. Big slow chat because that way it's not like people have to wait an hour to post again or something like that. Oh man, this is a better one. Oh, messed up that first block. And messing up something else. Wow, a lot of messes up. A lot of messes up. That's not great English. Okay. Latifa, what's the best 4x4 under $20? I don't really know the price of a lot of 4x4s, but the Meilong M is always a great one. I would suggest Meilong M over most other ones. It's what I used at Nationals last year. Okay, we're at solve 43. I'm going to try to focus a bit more so I can get some better solves. Color cubes. Has cubing changed me? I don't know. I feel like with cubing, I've found ways of dealing with anxiety a bit more. However, I'm wondering if it's influenced anxiety by giving me something to constantly like fiddle with. So yeah, I'm wondering if that's changed it. Yeah, Nico, I'm actually trying to reset my time right after my solve, which has been a problem because I sometimes almost do that at competitions. And I've seen people do that where they finish a solve and hit reset, and it's just, so watch out for that. Don't get stuck doing that. Let's see here. Yeah. Speed cube primitive. I started cubing during the 40th anniversary of Google Doodle. I did not even know speed solving was a thing at the time. So that was, I think, some point in the summer after that I didn't. Speed cube primitive. Why am I not using the Gain 11 Pro? Because I find the Gain X is a little bit nicer, in my opinion, at least how I prefer it. I think some people think too much that the newest cube is always a better cube, when often it's just a different cube. Or with different things. Actually, I feel like a lot of the cubes in the past 5 years are all very similar. And this is not the Diantengion. This is the GAN X with purple magnet capsules. And Jordan, yes, the R3 2020 I think is a good price. It's definitely worth it because the price isn't super crazy. Wait, what am I doing? There we go. Okay. Nico, how do I do the last 6 edges so fast? Now, I actually seem to be doing a little bit slower than some other people because I don't plan. I plan a little bit less and try to do more while I'm try to plan a little bit as I'm solving it. But it is a mainly intuitive thing. There are some things like the final one I just did. I knew I was going to get a dot case, and so those 8 moves are in my fingers. But Jacob Zikazar, oh, I'm mainly doing Roux. See here, the solves which I feel are easy inspections from Guitar the Cube turn out to be bad. Yeah, I feel like ones that are easy inspection, I panic, or a lot of people they feel like, oh, this could be a good one, and they stress a bit about it and think too much about it. Where is this one? Okay. Wait. Nope. There we go. Boo. Anish, I do not know my PBs with any of my methods. Well, technically, I guess Roux. I have something that I'll be posting on the new year, so I'm not going to spoil it. Oh, I said at the beginning of the stream it was a 9.96, and ZZ, when I did it for a month, I got like a 10.15, but I have no idea my CFOP one. I try to delete those and not keep track of it. Philip, what do I think is next with budget cubes? I think budget cubes kind of are going to, well, should go away. However, if a company makes a amazing budget cube and an amazing cube that costs $60, people are going to spend $60 and not buy the budget cube if they can afford it. Nico, why do I only do 3x3 live streams? I don't. I've done live streams in the past where I've done 4x4 and other ones, but usually I don't do solves in other live streams so I can continue talking with everyone. So I'm trying to do both here. Man, I don't know where to start. But these live streams were mainly to practice getting a sub-10 on Roux. And I did get that. So that's why this one says sub-9. Matthew, CFCE. Yeah, I like CFCE, but I don't think I'm going to do too much of it. The problem with CFCE is recognition time for the corners and edges is slower than recognition for CFOP. So that's a difference. That's kind of the big difference with it. And ELLs are not always going to be 8-move comms because you could have some different things. So I wouldn't. They're not always that. Trias, do you use EG or CLL for 2x2? I mainly use Ortega. But for people, you rarely would ever learn EG without learning CLL first. So it's always both. Rakhav, this is the GAN X Infinity with half bright shades. And if you want to write me directly, put at SpeedQBView. That way I know exactly you're writing at me. But I'm going to keep doing some solves because we are at 49, so I need to get to 50. And yeah, the stream is going long, and I do plan on playing the electric violin afterwards. Where is that corner? Oh, there we go. It felt a little excessive. I feel like I could have easily removed some moves there. Yeah, if you're doing some solves, let me know if you get some nice ones in the chat as well. So I see people doing solves along with me. I see some highlighted stuff for me. Let's see here. Yeah, I should write what cube I'm using. Maybe I'll just put it in the chat, but people don't read the chat anyways. But this is the GAN X Infinity. Jordan, happy pre-birthday. Tips for last 4 corners and 4x4 with Yao. Or no, last 4 centers, sorry. I say check out Hoya. I find Hoya much nicer than Yao, and I think more people should check it out. Like, even the top solvers like Sebastian and Felix, I haven't talked to Max about this, have never even really looked into Hoya because they've done Yao so much. But I would suggest that. I am at solve 51, Jordan. 44 CFOP, is it good for a beginner? I don't know what 44 CFOP is. Okay. Ooh, okay. This could be good. Nope, lost track of pieces. There we go. That was excessive for sure. Shreyas. So I answered this just a little bit ago. You're asking if I use EG or CLL for 2x2. Well, first off, I mainly use Ortega, but I'll sometimes do CLL if there's a good case. Now, one thing to remember is almost no one does EG and not CLL. Like, EG is almost the other 2 options of CLL after you've learned that. I don't really know many people who just learn EG and don't know CLL already. Stacks, can you explain what 44 seconds on CFOP? Don't worry about it's good or bad. You could be 5 minutes on CFOP, and that's great. Ari Prime, if I could pick one speed cubing method, what would it be? Probably Roux, just because of the low move count. But it's fun to learn a lot of different ones. Just because Roux, it's like you can average in the 40s for the move count, which is incredible. Way too much pausing here. But still a sub 15 second solve. Another sub 15. As long as I can mainly average, I think, under 15 seconds, I'll be good. Although I'm at like I'm in the upper 15s right now for the full average of 54. So I don't know if that's going to happen. The couple 20-second solves have really messed that up. But I got my sub 10, so I am doing great. Quinticanch? Sorry. Yeah, I have a whole tutorial on Scube, so you can check out my Scube tutorial in my channel. Just type Scube and it should show up. Nope. What am I doing? There we go. Lost track of the pieces. This is awful. What am I doing here? No. That doesn't exist. That solve was just bad. That one doesn't exist. We're gonna pretend that one didn't. Okay. Let's focus, Sean. Time to focus. Shadow, do I plan doing 1 month of heist? I started to, and then I realized it's bad because it's mainly used for FMC. And if you're going to learn FMC, you don't learn a method. You learn the techniques. And so that's where I did my 1 month of FMC, which is what really got me into that. Shoot, where is this? Man, I am like blanking out on so much stuff right now. My brain like needs a break. Yeah. Okay. So R prime, you might be doing better on the Rubik's Connected on the stack mat because you don't need to start and stop the timer. Now I'd suggest going to QBeast, and then you have to like hit the space bar so it kind of integrates both the Rubik's Connected and the timer. Yep, Matthew. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna focus again. I already got a good time in this, so let's keep it going. Okay. As long as sub 15, I'm really happy with that. Jigs, if Roux and CFOP were not a thing, would I pick CZ and Petrus? What other options really are there? I guess Waterman would be an option. But why don't those exist? Maybe I'd just create them. Yeah, the timer is a little bit hard to read, but, you know, there we go. Maybe I could just do this too. Put my mouse over it. Sure. What else do I do than teaching music? So as far as a job, I also perform. I perform at weddings and things like that. Where is the orange and green? There we go. Stacks. Do I know speed stacks actually for cups? Yeah, that's why it's called speed stacks. They actually have the logo right here. However, this specific one, the G4, is made for cubing. So they made it just the way that it's designed, the shape is, often because you're sitting with cubing, but standing for stack cups. Is FreeFAP viable for speed solving? This is from Philip. 100%. I mean, what is FreeFAP? That's very free. It's very up to you. So it's more block building, but honestly, also Xcross is kind of block building as well. And even just doing cross first could be considered FreeFAP because you're doing what is most efficient. Okay, let's get the solve going. There's a much better way of doing that using wide moves, but I always forget it. I'm like afraid to do it at the time. The thing I just did twice should have been. Cubing Challenger, what do I average with O8 Roux? I don't know. I never time myself, and I actually don't really practice that too much. OH is not something that I find too interesting. It just feels like cubing, but purposefully making it harder. And so I just don't find it interesting. Guess I could do blue. Blue would probably be best. A little excessive U moves at the end. MDO, the stack mat needs to have scrambles on them. Okay, it might be convenient, but I'm wondering for competitions how they do that. It'd be kind of cool to be able to connect it to something. I don't know. It'd be nice to have it, but it wouldn't be a competition one then. So Igor, I live in the US, but probably, I've gone to Europe before. It'd be nice to go back to France. I might want to, I've never been to like East Asia, so someplace around there. Maybe go to Japan. I have a lot of friends in China. It'd be nice to stop by there. Nope. I did the wrong M2. Okay. Back to some solves. Actually, I think that was my first 6 edges misoriented in this entire group, which is insane. Okay, where is this one? Okay. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. Thought that was going to be, I mean, still 12 seconds. I'm pretty happy with that. Ben Berger, improving times with Roux. I think the biggest thing is don't worry about your times. Just worry about being efficient. If you can get your solves averaging around 50 seconds or 50 moves, I mean, that's good because then it's just getting better at recognition. Since it is more intuitive, it's a recognizing thing. Some second block algs might be nice because there's some things I still do that I could make a little more efficient. But other than that, it's just a lot about working on being efficient. That's the big thing. Deepa, what are my settings in the GAN XS? I don't know because I'm using the GAN X. However, with the XS, experiment. GAN cubes are very easy to adjust. And so definitely check those out and just see what you like best. And I adjust mine all the time. Stacks Walsh, what's a budget cube that has a GAN feeling? I don't know. GAN cubes don't have a specific feeling, especially now that they're getting lighter. They honestly have a pretty budget feeling. I guess the Yushin Keelin has a very smooth feeling to it. The Keelin version 2. Okay, I need, where is that one? That was a lot of pausing. I did something wrong there. Cubing Challenger, I have no idea what my PB average is for Roux. I don't keep track of any of my averages, and I purposely try to forget them. So I have no idea. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Gustavo, I can't see the rest of your names. I just says Gustavo ... I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And if you have any requests, I'm going to play the electric violin a little bit at the end of this. Thank you again. Okay. Philip, how does the Huanglong perform compared to newer puzzles? I think just as good as some of the newer puzzles. I don't think there's anything really specific with it that makes it bad or great like that. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Stacks, F2L tutorial QnA live stream. What are you confused with F2L? So I have a couple videos. I have a beginner F2L and an advanced one. So what are you confused with on it? I don't feel like I can do a full live stream with that. Keep our Imperial Merchant Violin. Could do that. Ooh, this has a decent start, actually. Where is... Ah, okay. That was good. Like that one. See? Now I'm excited again. Where is that one? It could have been faster. Setting up pairs. Okay, so Stacks asked about F2L setting up pairs. Most all pairs can be set up in 3 to 5 moves. The issues mostly come with when you have things, let's see here, where the edge is flipped and in place, or if you have the corner facing up like this. Not even that, you could often set up in 3 to 5 moves. So I'd say if you're confused about a specific case, look that up or send a send a image to me and I can check that out. But learning algs can often be less efficient because it doesn't utilize all the open spots. And Deepa, learning an instrument, what's violins? I mean, obviously violin and viola, I'm going to really say to check out. If you don't know, piano's been a good one just because it really goes into, you end up having to learn a little bit more theory with all of that stuff. There we go. Nope. Cubing Challenger, do I include penalties in my solves? Not usually, because I end up deleting them anyways. But it's more to practice. So, you know, I keep in mind, don't do this thing. Don't do a thing that I might have caused the penalty. Like don't race through the end of something. Make sure you do the final couple moves. Yeah, Deepa, I give a first free lesson to anyone and they don't have to continue lessons. So if you actually have violin and want to do a lesson, let me know. I'll do a free lesson for anyone who plays violin or viola. I guess I could do cello as well and bass, but I don't feel as, what's I'm looking for. It feels a bit incorrect for me to teach something like that when it's not my main instrument. Oh, did a unnecessary move there. And here. Wait, never did an extra mouth sounds. I have a plan for April Fools. It might not be just all mouth sounds because that's really gross, but I've got an idea. Stacks, loosening a cube doesn't prevent lockups. Loosening might actually cause more lockups because it's able to flex more. That's why a lot of people tighten their cube so it doesn't corner cut 45 degrees. This one, for example, cuts just a little bit outside of that. Remember, lockups in the end are your turning. It's not the cube, it's you doing it. But a looser cube can often cause more lockups. So the first thing is to be more accurate. If tightening your cube helps you be more accurate, then do that. Deepa, I can do solve critiques. Yeah, send me some solves. I don't usually publish anything on YouTube of other people's solves, but send me some. I'm happy to do them. And Shunak Saha, check out my video on Yush Little Magics. I do like it, but the RS3 has extra adjustment settings. Ooh, this is a good one. I did a wasted move there. Did an extra move. Cubing Octopus. What do I average with CFOP? I don't know. I haven't actually done some solves in a while. I know my solves are better since I started doing Roux. So my CFOP solves have actually improved a bit, but I don't know. Igor, what's my thoughts on harmonica? I would love to be a great harmonica player. Deepa, I have no price for cube critiques. Just send me a solve or two or a couple solves on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll take a look. But I won't do if you really want a detailed one, talk to Felix. If you are part of the, he'll do, like, he spent an hour and a half going through an average of 5 and wrote out this long document with a bunch of stuff, which was great. Nico, I actually haven't timed Megaminx in years. That's one thing I don't really think I want to get into. I'm not that interested in it. Wait, no, this is wrong. There we go. I started setting up the wrong block. Felix's website is CubeSkills, CUBESKILLS. That's where he has all of his documents, and that's where you can sign up and be part. He does monthly live streams. He will do solve critiques. You can send him literally as many as you want. So you could do 3x3, you could do 4x4, you could do other ones as well. Stacks, yeah, I would definitely say to tighten your cube. Looser cubes do not equal less catching, and often it is the opposite of that. How am I going to do this? What's the best way of doing this? There we go. The cubing cracker, this is the GAN X Infinity with half bright shades. Actually, let me turn down the brightness a little bit so you can see it better. Even a little bit more than that even. What if I adjust this part? That might be better. You can see the shades a bit more. Krishnan, I can't do fast. I always do 1 minute after beginner CFOP in 3 months. Well, you're just starting. It's only been a few months. Remember, it takes years and years of practice. But don't just jump back and stop trying to be efficient. Remember, CFOP, any of these methods is about being efficient. And in time, months, years, you will get faster. So it just takes time. It's okay to do Ortega and avoid learning key power. I would not avoid learning anything, but learning Ortega is perfectly fine. Ooh, this is a pretty good one. Yeah, this is a really nice one. .2 seconds. Ben Berger, I've answered this a couple times. Tips for improving Roux. Don't worry about your times. Just be efficient. If your solves are averaging about 50 moves, then that's where we can go with some other things. So make sure you're being efficient. Second block, sometimes those are algs that I still am not super efficient with. Deepa, he does kind of do one-on-one, but that's where you send in stuff and he'll look through it. I don't think he does, unless maybe during live streams he might. I never really tune in with his live streams. So I am at solve 72 now. I've done 71. Still sub 15, but made some mistakes. Jordan, a good substitution for lube is using no lube at all. Do not just start dumping random stuff in your cube. You might just ruin it. And people often forget that it's not like a car engine. You don't need to put oil in it for it to like function and not break. No lubrication can often be faster and work really well. Muhammad, I don't really care at all about times. Singles are the only things I really can remember a little bit. So I guess you could say single times, but at competitions, yeah, I'm not super worried about averages too much. How is Deepa? So it's not offering solve critiques to all premium members? I don't know why that would be. I haven't remember seeing that at all. But I'll ask Felix. Oh, that was a pretty decent one. As far as efficiency, too. The cubing cracker, I have 2 dogs and a cat. Ooh, almost missed this block here. Let's see here. Where is orange? $12.8. Ooh, got another good set of pairs here. And the red and blue are kind of close there. Where's my red edge? Okay. Did not plan ahead there, though. Reddit. Check out Reddit. I'm going to put a link to my budget comparison. So check that out. And my discount code for SpeedCube Shop is SCR. That is my discount code. It saves you some money, but then also it does help support the channel. That's something that has changed a little bit. SpeedCube Shop. It's not just a discount for you, but it also does a little bit of kickback. So not many other places do that. So it's just a nice little thing to help out. So if you want to support the channel, that's a way of doing it without just like sending money in the super chat, which you can do. Yeah, Philip, yes. Anyone can send me solves. My whole purpose of creating SpeedCube Review was to help others and not like try to build a business. And that's why I don't do really crummy, reaction videos of things, because I'm not trying to build a channel. I'm just trying to make things that might help people. I'm at 75 solves. And Prasad, I don't think I can solve super fast, but just practice. Practice is what has really helped. The Cubing Cracker, just contact me either through Facebook or the SpeedCube Review website. There should be a contact form on that website. Namrata, I prefer the, I don't like the MGC 4x4. So the Meilong or the Mini YJ1s are ones that I'd prefer to use. Another 12. Man, so this average of 5 right now is like 13.28. I think I have 3 12-second solves in the same average. Darrell, so I'm not changing specifically from CFOP to Roux. I just wanted to try it out. And but I might officially at competitions do it, depending on what times I get. But I think it's good to always learn new things. Sticking with one method, thinking that that's going to get, that's going to be the best one, I think is just ignoring other things you could learn. Muhammad, is a Qi MS 4x5 good? If you like it, I have a video on it. I like it. It's just not the cube for my preference. And Pramila, if one side is getting loose, it might be the screws loosening. Check out I made a video on that a couple weeks ago on a really super cheap, easy trick to keep that screw in place more. Deepa, yeah, I do CFOP solve critiques. I know CFOP more than I know Roux. So definitely. And Oliver, yes, I'm definitely want to visit Iceland. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing some solves. Remember, if you want to ask a direct question to me, please put it in the put at SpeedCube Review. There we go. Man, that was a big pause there. Caleb, I don't know if this is the best budget magnetic 2x2. Honestly, most 2x2s feel the exact same to me. Like, because of the design, there's not a lot you can do with it. There's just two corners that are touching each other. So, yeah. Call of Cubes, I don't usually like to try just scrambles people send to me because they often could just be fake, or it's like, I don't even know, do I count them if it's a really easy scramble? It's not something that came up to me. Burr, what do I look for inspection? So I haven't inspected this. Couple things I look for. For Roux especially, I look for blocks that are already made. So there I've got two really good options for a first block. For CFOP, I look for sometimes I'll look for F12 pieces, like I might do a white cross because I have this already set, or a yellow cross. But I'll look for crosses that are already partially solved too. So this white one is already partially solved as well. So white might be good for this one. Oh, definitely. Yeah, but I'm doing Roux right now. So yeah, so I'm looking for pre-made blocks. Yeah, because I can do the first block in first square in 2 moves here. Nope, did that wrong. I slowed down, my finger stopped working. No, I did it again. I did it again. I did them backwards. Jordan, yeah, my wife got me some stuff for Christmas, but we don't really celebrate that, and especially, just being adults and financially, spending time together is more of what we want to do. Philip, I don't. Neither Killer Minx or Reticue really interests me as a method, and Cubing Cracker, I don't really have a main right now. I'm using the GAN X Infinity. Ooh, okay, this is good. I'm gonna try to focus so I can get some better times and not just get stuck doing the same thing. Ah, that's a +2. Sax, I have some videos on budget timers. I have a video on the Qi one. I've got a video on the YJ one. I've got a video on the Yushin one, and all of them I suggest get a stack mat, basically at the end of it. Cubing Child, get a stack mat timer. Don't get a Qi one, mainly because you can't connect Qi one to some things, but also, I would say either get stack mats or don't get one. Because right now stack mats is the only official one. Okay, we're at solve number. We've done 80 solves, so we're almost done with this. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna mean of 100 under 15 seconds, but I had a 10-second solve. I already got sub 10 recently, and I've got some on video, so I'll be posting that before the new year. Cubing Cracker, you can go earlier in this video. I do talk about how old I am. That's one thing I don't always like to talk about. See if I can sub 15 all the rest of these. Ananya. I'm going to post my budget video in the chat so you can see that. And check that one out for sure. Man, a lot of F moves in this one. I am not 35. Tengen V2 or 356M. Well, depends if you want something that's quiet with a ton of adjustable settings or something that is a little bit larger, the 356, and doesn't have any really adjustable settings to it. Jordan, I've done a ton of giveaways. I did like a couple $100 of giveaways, and it's almost always like a lot of times my own money. So I'm not just like asking a cube store to give away stuff under my name. Color cubes, yes, I'm going to get my electric violin out, and I'm going to be playing a couple things with my electric violin. I'm going to do some looping effects with it. Oh, almost did the wrong. There we go. Almost did the wrong center. Slow down there. Nico, I've been doing the violin since 1997. Okay, let's see here. Stacks, can I review GANLube? They haven't sent me any. BCube Shop doesn't have any. I don't really feel a need to purchase it. I mean, any lube can be good. It's a lot of just what you're looking for. I don't really know just if it's thin or thick or anything like that. Cubing Child, do I like Roux or CFOP better? I enjoy Roux. I love the short move count of it. CFOP, I like CFOP when I do some fun stuff. Like I like doing winter variation with CFOP or doing some like COLL with CFOP. So I like really adjusting it and kind of making it my own thing. Whoa, what did I do? Put the wrong DR edge down. Cubing Cracker, I have 2 dogs and a cat. Okay, we are at 86 sols right now. Nico, GAN does do infinity cubes. They're different now, though, so you'll never find it with this plastic unless they bring that back. So this might be one of the only ones in the world that are like this, if not the only one in the world. That was a weird end move. I missed my ring finger. My pinky took over and did it. Cubing Cracker, I've answered this. I have 2 dogs and a cat. Wait, there we go. Oh, that one's not going to be great. Oh, I forgot to reset my timer. So either way, that's not going to count for anything then, I guess. Nico, the GAN Infinity Cube is whatever you want to make it. You go to gancube.com and you create your puzzle. So I created mine with half bright shades, purple magnet capsules, and primary internals. So you can make it whatever you'd like. There is not one specific thing. Yeah, the plastic, they use matte finish now, which is not what I enjoy to use. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but that'll work. Oh, geez, lost track of a piece. Okay, 12 solves to go. Muhammad, I'm not going to be buying the sports key. I can't pronounce it. The crystal cube. I find it completely unnecessary, and I have no purpose of wanting it. What is my opinion on the MGC5? It's nice. MGC, it's definitely a good line of puzzles. I think of all of them, the 5x5 is what I'd use compared to like the 4x4 and 3x3 and 2x2. Would I prefer to use the Rubik's Connector GAN XS? Well, it depends on for what. The XS doesn't connect to anything. So the Rubik's does. Call of Cubes. 5 puzzles can be a lot. I didn't mean to have as many as I do. It just sort of turned into a thing that I did not expect. Okay, 12 solves left. 12 solves to go. The thing I like about the Rubik's Connected is mainly, well, competing with others online is just fun to realize that you're playing with people across the world. But connecting to QBeast.com, and I think it's .com, but QBeast, and just really having a good solve reconstruction like right there ready for you. Man, what's the best way I want to do this? Not like that. Yeah, this is a long stream going on. It's been 2 hours, which isn't too bad. I've got 10 solves left. I've been trying to get a lot done the last little bit because I talked a lot for the first time. For the first part of it. Where is this blue-red? Okay. So you can see I'm not super focused on sub-10 anymore because I got it. So is it true SpeedCube Shop is a scam? No, SpeedCube Shop is 100% not a scam. Like SpeedCube Shop has been around longer than most other cube shops out there. Like it existed before Cubicle, before any of that. There was a place called speedcube.co.uk or something like that, which was a scam, and it still is a scam. They were able to get them to get rid of that name, but now it's like Cube Shop. That's something. There are some scam shops out there, so only get from places like SpeedCube Shop. That way you won't get scammed. Man, a lot of thinking in this one. And DNF. Let's see here. HKS, I'm doing well. Thank you. We're within the final 10 solves, guys, and then I'm going to play some music. I've got 8 solves left. What do I think about Clock and Skewb from Nico Cubing? Skewb's not bad. Clock, I just find zero interest in. Ooh, this could be good. Where is the orange one? Okay. Nope. Well, that could have been good. Then I got a little bit lost. Carl, my cat is somewhere. I could probably hunt her down, but she's been in some videos. So don't know exactly what videos she is in, but she's in some videos. Harry Potts, do I think the WRM 2020 is stable? It has lighter magnets. Definitely could be more stable with tightening the screws. But I wouldn't say like it is the epitome of stable puzzles. How do I want to do this? This is not going to be efficient or a great way of solving those pieces, but I couldn't think of anything else to do. But sub 15, so not bad. Nico, I don't do the 15-second inspection because, I don't know, that would just cause a bit too much panic. And right now I'm not worried about it. Usually my inspections are 15 seconds or below. Junkie, the YG timer is okay, but it kind of helps out with other things. If you're going to buy one, get the stack mat because that's what the YG timer is copying off of. Okay, 5 solves to go. 5 solves to go. Well, Stacks, you can tell your parents that that is not what autism means. Where is this? Okay. One of my dogs just busted in here. Four solves to go. Nico, the YJ Pocket timer is kind of interesting, but I think if we didn't live in an age where almost everyone has a cell phone that you can get a timer on for free, it'd be more worth it. But since we, do live in an age where people just have cell phones and everything, it doesn't really seem like something that would make a lot of sense. Shoot. And now my dog's chewing a bone right at the door. You can see right here. There she is. Okay, almost done, you guys. We have 3 solves to go. Okay, let's get a good angle on this again. There we go. That's better. Okay, 3 solves to go. Then I'm going to get my electric violin out, play for like 5-10 minutes, and that'll be it. Nadem, YouTube is not my full-time job, nor is it even close to being a full-time job. It's definitely something that it's interesting, but nothing that I think could be considered a full-time job, at least for a long time. Come on. This is mainly just for fun. Philip, I wear hoodies often, but not as much as I have recently because I've not been outdoors. Okay, 2 solves to go. Cubing child, I have no idea how much my cubing setup is. I just slowly add things and change things as far as like lighting, cameras, stuff like that. Some of my more expensive stuff has kind of been put aside because I don't actually need, you don't need super expensive equipment or anything. That was a pretty good one. 1 solve to go. 1 solve to go. What happened to my streaming? So this is OBS is making all this possible, but this is just CS timer for the timer. Mohammed, I wouldn't say they give cubes for free. There's certain rules and sponsorship things, but I can ask them to help offer something to make videos on. But it's just saying you get cubes for free is a very big misconception on exactly what being sponsored is. Okay, this is the final solve, you guys. Final solve of the live stream. Oh, kind of a difficult scramble, honestly. Let's see here. Yeah, this is kind of a difficult scramble. Don't really know where to start with this. Okay, so Nico, I don't know if there will be a live stream anytime. I have nothing planned. I'm not gonna be doing the Sunday ones anytime soon. Ben, you've asked the same question. I've answered it multiple times at this point. So, and Carl, thoughts on the Gans Cube. I just did a video on it, so that is out. Best solve today, 10.58, but I did get a sub 10 solve, and I'll have a video on that in a little bit. So, and Muhammad, I guess all methods can be considered hybrid methods. So I'm going to set up my electric violin so you can see that. I'm going to change my camera, and when I do that, we'll be all set. So give me about 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll set this all up. And I'm just going to put that there. That's my electric violin. We'll see if I can get my pedal plugged in. Why are people saying hand sanitizer? I don't even know what that is. Is there a song that's called hand sanitizer now? Muhammad, Roux set the world record for one-handed a couple years back. So definitely, I know some people that learn one-handed Roux. They learn Roux just for one-handed. Okay, let me adjust the camera. So let's see here. Okay, so not this camera. Let's turn on this one, and let's turn off my other camera. There we go. I'm going to move this camera back because we don't need it here right now. Let's move just out of the way. Okay, so this is my electric violin. Can do some crazy things like, let's see here. We can get some fun sounds. Like that. A little bit of reverb in here. There can just be some fun stuff. Okay. My dog just came in here. So I'm going to do things. Somebody mentioned stacks. No one sucks at cubing. So just that's a horrible idea or even thing to say. And Jenky, yes, I am a professional violinist. I get paid to play at different events. So one thing I'll do is I'm actually going to start by playing Canon in D, but I'm going to play all the parts and do a little bit of looping with it. So we'll see. I don't know if I won't play Paganini's Fourth Caprice, though. That. But we're going to first do a little Canon D, a little classical music. With a looping pedal. There you go. That's QnA. I'm going to do another looping tune, which is, let's see here. I'm do a little bit of Say You Won't Let Go by James Arthur. Come when I do at weddings. So let's do that. Ooh, let's try that again. I'll play it like guitar first. People leaving the stream because it's ending, but I appreciate those who are staying. Jordan's asking for Megalovania. I have not actually looked that up. Let me see what I can find real quick. What that is actually like. So it's been a while. But if there's any other requests, let's see what I can do. Oh, from Undertale. Let's see here. Oh, I actually do know this. I was worked with another student on this that has this like. No, wrong note. Something like that. It keeps on going. It repeats that a little bit, and then I think it does change a little bit, doesn't it? It goes like another page, but it does that a lot, though. Oh, in Imperial March, the I don't have my octave pedal with me right now, but the there it is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but so one more piece. Tell me if you guys know the name. I'm gonna start playing it, and then this will be the last one. So this. I think Rickrolling you guys was the best way to end 2020 because that was one giant Rickroll. Thank you very much for everyone being here. I appreciate it. I'll have some more Roux videos coming out soon and a Roux sub-10 solve breakdown before the new year. And then I'll have some other things. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And everyone have a wonderful new year.